Welcome to the new Primum mobile website. With this new mobile version of Primum, we have optimized the layout for handheld devices and increased performance and functionality for our providers. This is going to be your new login screen. If you don't know your password, please click Forgot Password to get support from our help desk via phone number or email. Enter your unique username and password to log into the application. After successfully logging into the Primum application, your new rounding list screen is immediately displayed. You will notice the new calendar display at the top of the screen. To change the date of service, you can press on any date or by selecting the date from the calendar. You will also notice the total number of patients assigned to you at the bottom of the screen next to the words My Patients for the selected date of service. The patients are displayed on your rounding list with their last name followed by their first name. Also, the initials of the assigned physician or advanced practice provider are in the boxes below the patient name. On the other side of the patient row, you will notice the patient's room number. The patient row also tells you the current status of the patient. If you notice a blue bar at the end of the patient row, the patient is currently assigned and has not been marked seen or not seen yet. If you notice a green bar at the patient row, that patient has currently been marked seen. If you notice a red bar, that patient has been marked not seen for the selected date of service. To add an encounter, you will now use a swiping motion on the patient row. Hold down on the patient row and swipe left. This is where you will see the See and Not Seen buttons. Tap on the See button and you will be navigated to the Add Encounter screen. The top section of this page contains some of the patient's information, while the middle section of this page has the encounter detail fields. Now you have to verify and fill out any missing encounter information, then tap the Save button to add the encounter. Primum will navigate you back to your rounding list screen after tapping the OK. The patient status is now seen, and the bar at the end of the patient row is now green. To mark a patient not seen, you will use the left swipe on the patient row and tap the Not Seen button. This will set the patient status to not seen for that date of service, and the color of the bar at the end of the patient's row is now red. Swiping left will also allow you to share an encounter that has been added by the other member of the care team. You also have the ability to unshare the encounter using the left swipe as well. To view encounters for the patient's current stay in the hospital, tap anywhere on the patient row. This will navigate you to the patient information screen, where you will see some of the patient's demographic information and the list of all encounters added for that patient. You can add an encounter from this screen by tapping the Add button, and you can also view more details about the previously entered encounters by tapping on the encounter row. If you were the provider that entered the encounter, you will have the ability to edit or delete the encounter by tapping on the buttons across the bottom of the screen. You will also have the ability to edit or delete the encounter by using a left swipe on the encounter row. To enter a discharge date or change information about the patient, you will tap on the Edit button. You will see the required fields entered about the patient and will need to use the toggle to see the rest of the information. Update the information as needed, and tap the Update Patient button to save changes. To navigate back to your patient list at any point in time, you can click in the top right corner and tap on your name. From your rounding list, you also have the ability to swipe right on the patient row. This will show the Reassign and Sign Off buttons. If you tap on Reassign, a pop-up will display to change the assigned physician or APP. You can also select whether you'd like this new assignment to be in effect for the future or just for the current date of service by checking the Apply for Future DOS box. Once you have made the appropriate changes, you will tap the Save button to update the assignment. You will still be able to find any patient that you sign off or reassign to another provider by viewing the All Patients list. You can navigate to your All Patients list by tapping on the Filter Sort button on the bottom right corner of your rounding list. You can change the filter to be All Patients and also choose how you want your patients to be ordered within the screen by selecting a sorting option. Press Save to view your changes. This list includes all active and inactive patients currently in the facility. Inactive patients are displayed with a gray no symbol. You have the ability to enter an encounter for an active or inactive patient by swiping left on the patient row. You can also change provider assignments by swiping right on the patient row. The number in the red circle is an alert to notify providers how many days it has been since the patient was last seen. To go back to our rounding list, we open the Filter Sort options and select My Patients. The menu icon in the top right corner of the screen allows you to change the facility in Primum. Select your new facility. Click Save and Primum will update your information. You can also use the menu icon in the top right-hand corner of the screen to access our knowledge base website, or to touch base with the Primum team using the Contact Us option, or to log out of the application when you are done using Primum.